guys, we're here at the Boost Creep, which is our local tuning shop with Harvey. And Harvey, you're going to do a pull on this it's a 2010 GTR, right?
Yeah, it's a 2010 GTR from Nissan. It's a 3.6 liter engine.
Back in the day, put out what, 485 horsepower?
485. These have really climbed in the last few years. They've done a couple things at the factory to really free up some restrictions. And this one's still missing a few things to get it up to sort of modern levels, but I'm doing what I can with it.
So what has been done to it so far?
So far it looks like injectors, intake, full exhaust, and maybe some intercooler pipes, but it's still missing upgraded intercoolers and turbo inlets to really free it up, but that's about it.
All right, so those mods that it has, how much does that cost? Because this was probably, what, a $70,000 car back then, new.
Yeah, it was probably that, and they still go for 50, 60, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not in the market, so I don't know exactly, but they're great values. And but on the parts, you do pay a little bit of a premium, just because it's like a tax. Anytime you own a Porsche or a GTR,
right,
you pay a little more for exhaust and intakes. So
how much would it go?
Man, I don't know. I would guess somewhere under $5,000 in parts total.
Okay, not a lot.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
So what are you doing to it to bring it up besides, of course, the new exhaust?
The main thing I'm doing is tuning it, calibrating it for ethanol blends.
Okay.
So right now it does also have a flex fuel kit on it, and that's something that Cobb Tuning has implemented. Some other companies have too, and it also adds a bunch of fail safes that aren't native to the car from the factory. Things like fuel pressure. If that goes down too low, it'll actually cut off. If it sees too much knock, or if it sees too high of a fuel trim, it'll cut it off.
Do a lot of people run ethanol? It just gives you more
yeah, it's our big thing here. Yeah. Colorado, Nebraska.
Yeah, because our fuel, right, is like 98 is our highest octane in the summer, or is it 97?
No, I think 93 is the highest nationally right now,
right,
and 91 is the highest you can get in Colorado at the pump.
Yeah. I'm thinking race fuel.
Yeah, you're in Europe too much. And this is rated at 105, but I've actually tested it against C16 in the same car, same day, and seen huge improvements over C16, which is 116 octane race fuel.
Wow. So 91 is what we get. Ethanol, much more powerful.
Yeah.
But if you were to pour ethanol into a normal car, stock car, what would happen?
If the car was a flex fuel car, nothing.
But not a flex fuel.
Not a flex fuel car. It would run incredibly lean. It takes about 40% extra fuel to reach stoichiometry again. Chemically.
So basically you use a lot more fuel.
A lot more fuel. Bad mileage, but the other thing I have to say is it's very safe for cars. It doesn't knock easily. Yeah. So as long as the fuel system can handle all that increased volume, you generally end up with a much safer car. And it's such high octane. It's like if you put race gas in a pedestrian truck, it wouldn't pick up power. Yeah. It's such high octane that if you try to put this fuel into a normally aspirated Corvette, it might only see 3 or 5 horsepower, something just mild. But the knock does go away, so it is a safe fuel for like race use and things like that.
All right, so at the factory, this was putting out 485 at the crank. And we're going to find out how much it's putting out now after the tune.
Yeah, after the tune, ethanol. At the
wheels, though.
At the wheels, yeah.
It's different.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't putting out 485 at the wheels.
No.
No, but let's find out.
All right, thanks.
Let's give it a run.
Sounds great. I'll make noise.
Go make some noise, Harvey.
All right, first I'll just start it, and then I'll ask you to maybe turn on the fan for me out there. I'll hit this fan in back. All right, so there we go. I put this into 4th gear. Hey, yeah, come on around and look at the screen. It's my best pull yet.
All right, so first of all, what kind of fuel are you running in here?
I'm running E70 right now on the flex fuel, so it's a blend.
All right, so what do we got?
We've got torque here, and here's something else. It makes about 600 pound-feet of torque at the wheels. The pull before was 543, and you can see how happy and consistent it is because it made 544. 1 horsepower difference with that big of a number. What a consistent result. I love it.
And that's at the wheels.
Yeah.
How much do you think it's making at the crank?
Probably about 610 at the crank.
So you've gone up 100, let's see, 15, 125 horsepower.
Yeah.
125 horsepower. That's some serious numbers. Yeah. So for all you GTR guys, if you're bored with just 600 horsepower, bring it over here, get it tuned, and get yourself up to another 100. And can you get even more, or then does it get expensive after that?
It starts to get expensive, but
Yeah.
certainly with just even stock location turbo upgrades, people are pushing 800-900. I know one guy it's really expensive, but Tony at T1 is pushing 2,500 on methanol. So he's gone way past ethanol, but yeah, not really a street car, but definitely one of the greatest cars on earth.
So up to about, 1,000 horsepower, you can still do it, and then above that, it gets very expensive.
Yeah, transmissions break, things like that.
Yeah, drive shafts.
That's more than I'll ever need.
Well, thanks for watching, guys. As always, this is Roman.
And Harvey.
If you guys want to have your GTR tuned or STI or whatever 3-letter word car you have, bring it on over and check out more videos over here because we've got a lot more dyno videos. Ciao.